Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Here we go. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
11. 12. 11. 12.
Now it's Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
12.
On 2nd down, Burrow, open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
11 MT. 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11, MT, Tate. 11, MT, Tate. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. That is taken in by Hurst. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And again, that's Hurst. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Here we go.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let...
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. We are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper from 8 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? York on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here we go, here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
11 Mighty, 11 Thomas. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11, 11 MT, Mighty. 11 MT, Tate. 11 MT, Todd.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The Bengals at 8-4 now in the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this
11,
one.
11,
It
11.
always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement
11,
as long as
11.
you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
12, 12, 12. Todd.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Watson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Watson off play action. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll run with Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Gun.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11, Thomas.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
11 empty.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow, his throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 1, ready?
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
11. 12. 11 MP, take. Stop.
Here's Burrow. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
On 1, ready? MP, take. 11. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down. Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
12.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11 MP, take.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, they run with Mixon. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun on third down is Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a touchdown run there from a yard out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here,
11,
this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole
11
lot of
MP,
reason to
11
hang
MP.
around, especially if they can't score here.
11
Yeah,
mighty.
you're right about
11
that
mighty.
because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They've put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
31.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right.
Alert.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
26.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They